Hey guys, well, good morning or good afternoon depending on what part of the world you're in. Last day of winter today, so good news there. Things are really starting to kick along in the patch. Thought I would start off by giving you a bit of some rainfall totals. So this month the average is 120 millimeters. And so far we've had 167, and there's still one day to go, so rainfall totals are looking good for this month. And the other one I'll give you is year to date. So for this day, up to this day last year, we had 420 mils, and so far this year we've had 590. So things are looking good this year. What can I show you first? Well, this bed is the old kale bed. You remember it had the kale and the Tuscan cabbage. Now, some of you may say I've jumped the gun, but I've planted out my tomatoes and capsicums, and this is just based this by looking at my weather patterns on the computer for last year, because I've got my trusty weather station on the roof. And yeah, I think the chance of frost is pretty much over now, and plus we had rain. I chanced it that we had rain all this week, so they've established themselves really well, and they've got plenty of flowers on them already. So I'll go through the varieties at a later date. I won't do that today. So the capsicums are along the front here, and along the other side there I've got the chilies between all the tomatoes. I'm going with just the old-fashioned stake method this year rather than tying them off on a fence. All the seedlings are coming up now too. I don't know if you can see in there. These are all different types of tomatoes. They've all popped up. This here is okra. I've never grown okra before, so that'll be interesting. And lemongrass and a few other bits and pieces. They're all doing very well. I'll come down this end and I'll show you. There's some more coriander, and this one here is basil. They've all sprung up very well. Now, these are the cuttings of rosemary. I didn't put them in a greenhouse this year. I had a little tiny little thing last year. Didn't do it this year, and it doesn't look like I've got 100% success, but I would say, I reckon at this stage maybe 70%, so we'll see. All these other tomatoes, these are all the tomatoes that I pulled out from around near the chicken coop that popped up. Now, I don't know what varieties they are, but I've got a fair idea of what some of them are. I think this one might be the, what's it called, Beams Yellow. See how it's got that long sort of shape to it? I think it might be Beams Yellow from last year, so we'll wait and see. But I don't know about these other ones anyway. They're doing pretty good, as is all this other stuff. The potatoes have gone absolutely crazy, absolutely amazing. So I'm hoping for a bumper crop this year. Time will tell. There's what's left of the Tuscan cabbage and kale now that I've blanched and freezed it all, and it's still growing because we've had that much rain. Even though I've ripped it out, the roots are still there. It's got that much rain that it's still shooting and growing. But I had to take it out because I had to get my tomatoes in, so bad luck for it. Coriander, I did a massive harvest of coriander last week, and it's sort of come back, but now it's trying to bolt. You can see, if I grab this one here, look at that, that's bolting to seed. So looks like I got most of it just in the nick of time. All the other herbs are fine. This is all parsley, doing really nice. The onions are getting bigger now, and these beds here, 1, 2, 3. These two have been cleaned out. I've put silver beet in here. This one here's had spinach, and I've put my bean stands up ready for growing beans. I think I'm going to do, Rob, your snake beans. I'm going to do them here. They can grow up there, and then I'll put a bit of wire from there up to the top of the frame and let them go wild. So I'll probably do that in a couple of weeks. This side has all been ripped out now, the beetroot, harvested that, and it's all waiting now just for the weather to settle down a bit, and that's where I'm going to put my string beans, purple beans and snow peas this year. And the rogue tomato is covered in flowers, heaps of flowers everywhere, and it's got some tomatoes on it. I don't know how they're going to taste because it's a bit early really to have tomatoes, but I'll let you know when they're ready. Rob, your radish, I think it's pretty much finished now, but I'll come around this side and show you. Huge. I don't want to pull it out now, I just want to leave it just to see how big it can actually get. This was actually a baby bell radish, you know, those tiny little round ones. Yeah, let it go. Rainbow silver beet's ready for a harvest now too, by the way. And here's my next lot of lettuce for spring. I've got them all ready. They're going to go all the way around here. I'll place them in here next week. So that's pretty much it. I might just quickly show you that the fruit trees are coming to life. So spring's definitely only round the corner. This is the apricot. Try to zoom in a little bit for you. You can see it's got new growth on it, even though it's in the chicken pen and the chicken seems to like digging around it. It's got some nice new leaves on it. This one's plum. That's got, I don't know if you can see that, it's got flowers on it as well. That's a Mariposa. This one's definitely dead, the peach. And the other one I'll show you, the first flower today, is there on the other plum. So spring is springing. And that's about it this week. Thank you for your comments and all that. I do try and reply to most of them. Actually, I love it when you leave the comments because it gives me something to do during the day when I get home from work. So thanks for your comments. Keep them coming, your questions as well. And yeah, see you next week. Bye.